research. As a group, we would like to book one of the small lecture, as a group, nicer environment.
We have an app for bus stop.
I think it's like bringing it together because I mean, you have to buy the specialised equipment. I mean, in my house it's like Philips Hue light bulbs, and you can like do it from your phone, but that's like £200.
So, do you think the group were prepared well for this, Tara?
I feel like we were prepared pretty well for this task. We've got everything sorted, we're now just waiting for the guest speaker to do her bit, and then we can edit the video and make the newspaper, because that's all the information we need.
Not a sprint, it's a long, loping marathon. Given all this, you simply have to take good care of yourself. If you give in, give out, or give up, your mission falls by the wayside. The people that are depending on you, engaged with you in that mission, will falter or give in or give out or give up. We each have 3 or 4 main sources of energy. Our physical energy. Managing that means taking good care of our mortal coil, eating well, sleeping enough, getting our checkups, staying mobile and exercising in a way that we can do consistently.
So do you face many challenges?
Yes. Well, the challenge is getting it right. We're really lucky. Where I sit on the board, they allow me to test and learn. And they never used to, you know. So, say for example, with this modular training program, it's called Springboard. And when I launched it, I spoke to the board. I presented 6 years ago my idea, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, you know, make it happen." And I thought, yeah, I will make it happen. So I leaned into all of the agencies, and I got their business directors to help me create really good training material. So we did it together. And 6 years on, we've got a cohort, we've got the alumni. You know, it's literally any of your top talent within the agency. The leaders say, get them on the Springboard program. So I know it's landed, it worked well. But there have been training programs that work less well. So what we tend to do is, because it's test and learn, this OMG masterclass, I'll invite 2 people at a certain level from all the different agencies and say, go through that learning, come back, feedback, tell me what worked, tell me what you think. I listen to the feedback, there's certain things we might have to take out, revise, refresh, or they might say, you know what, we don't need it. So I just start again, start all over again. And that's the freedom, I mean, and that's the smart thing to do, because in this world of VUCA, nothing ever stands still, so you've got to keep evolving and keep changing. So you've got to keep dialing everything up and accelerating the knowledge. So right now, the Digital Academy, I've got Google partners coming in, so they've given me 28 different training programs that our people can tap into. And it starts off with our graduates going into Google and working there for 4 weeks. They walk into Google.
If you have like a problem with somebody, like you see straight away that somebody doesn't deal with things in the right way, what are you doing to help the business survive the business? Because you said they have the problems and you have to...
Yeah, so performance management is a big part of that, and we work by like a 70-20-10 principle. And you know, 10% is sometimes natural wastage where people leave, or it's people that are underperforming. My job is to get them fit for purpose to make sure they can perform well. So first of all, you sit down, you listen to what the problem is, and then you help them. So you put together, we have performance development plans, whereby we say to people, right, you're weaker in that area, let us help you get better at it. Sometimes they're in the wrong job. You know, that happens. Sometimes they're in digital and they should be in comms planning, so we transfer them. So we always look at the softer option first before exiting somebody. I'd rather do my best, so I've got to look in somebody's eye and make sure I do the right thing.
Might have like disciplinary stages.
Of course, yeah. That's when it's, that's different. That's more about So what is capability? Somebody being capable. We've got capable people that underperform, so they're bloody brilliant, they're really, really good, but they're lazy. So I don't want lazy people in my business. So I'll sit you down and I'll say, right, okay, you are bloody amazing and you could be even better. You could be leading an agency in 10 years' time, but you need to pull your socks up. And if you're not prepared to pull your socks up, this is what I want to see. Step 1, in 2 weeks' time, in 4 weeks' time, and 6 weeks' time. If you cannot be bothered to invest your time and your mindset and your energy into our business, then I don't want you. I don't want you. It's not fair on other people. Because, if somebody's slacking, who's picking up? Who's dealing with that? The rest of the team. That's not being a team player, that's not collaboration. And also, that what will happen if we don't act as leaders quickly, those people become toxic within the business. And then other people will be looking to me saying, why is that person still in the business? Where's your leadership? Where's your management style? What are you doing about that? It's not fair on us. So to have a healthy business, you have to performance manage a lot.
How would you say you personally manage your team? What's your sort of management style?
I empower them.
Right.
So I've got a team of 30. So what I do is I have one-to-ones with them every other week. That's the heads of people. I have one-to-ones where they just literally download. They tell me all their challenges, we chew the fat, we talk about how we could find a solution. Then the people team meetings are the wider group, and the younger generation, they chair that meeting for me. They write the agenda, I don't say anything. They run that meeting. So I think that it's key for people. I want them to jump into my shoes and know what that feels like, that helicopter view. And then they can manage up, they can manage my time better. But yeah, so I think empowerment, let them run with their projects. My boss, she doesn't micromanage me. She says to me, right, I need this doing, find a way of doing it, go and do it. And I'm like, great, okay, who can work with me on this project? It's a great place to be.
With your international connections, how do you manage the communication? Have you had any challenges with that?
Not really, because technology is a good question. Technology allows for it. It's really easy. So I can be on a Friday. I normally work from home, and I have most of my conference calls on a Friday. So my first call will be with Singapore, and Samantha Webb, she's the head of talent in Singapore. She'll ring me, and we have a conversation, and she could be in the room next door. Nothing changes. We're either on the webinars, WebEx, Skype. It's just the timing's different. That's why on a Friday it's good for me, and that's why I'm glad I've got that flexibility. So this afternoon it's New York, so it works quite well. And then my team will call me at any point in time. So for me, I build in time on a Friday for those international calls. But I also spend time. I worked on a huge global project with ExxonMobil. And travelled all around the world on an organisational effectiveness project with them. And it's good to have that human touch, that face-to-face contact. So it's all well and good being on the phone or on your mobile, but there's nothing quite like, you really secure relationships when you've seen somebody, you've met them and you get to know them. And then, I met them, probably a lot of them 10 years ago, and we've got really great relationships now. And also, they'll share information. They'll tell me what's going on in their market, so if they make me look good, I can sit in the board meeting and say, I know what's going on in Shanghai, and in America, in Dubai. We can share more information and knowledge that way.
So for graduates, do you think it's better to take the opportunities that come to you, or do you reckon it's better to go out and find them yourself? What are the best steps, do you think?
Right, okay.
For graduates?
It's both. Well, I think, look, if you're hungry, if you want it, you've got to go and look for it, haven't you?
Yeah.
I think that, I was hungry, I wanted it. I had to convince the 3 founding partners. They had no money, they didn't really want to sponsor me to study HR, for a master's degree. It cost them thousands. They'd rather have spent the money elsewhere. But I said to them, look, the market's changing. There's EU legislation coming in and we're not equipped to do it. We've got nobody here with that knowledge. We can get a lawyer in, but it will cost us a lot of money. So invest in me and we can do it that way. But I would say look for it. So when I interview somebody, I expect them to have done their homework. So if they turn up at an interview and they don't know anything about Omnicom, they don't know about the agency, you search it. You search PhD today and there'll be a load of information that will tell you what their clients, it tells you how many employees they've got, how long their leader's been there, all of that information is there for you. So preparation is key. I was saying to some of the guys earlier, it'd be really great if you wanted to ever come into one of our agencies and I get some of our leaders to present to you. They can talk to you about the different disciplines, whether it be digital, comms planning, marketing. But you know, these are really, really aspirational, great leaders, but you'll also see what a media agency world looks like, because it's quite an interesting place.
Okay, that's all the questions we have time for now. Thank you.
Did it inspire you and why?
Yeah, I mean, it was really inspirational to talk from her because she's moved up so far in her career, and she's talked about all this hard work she did at doing her masters and having to balance her work life and her master's life, and then eventually moving up into the C-suite of her company. And now she talks about how she copes with stress and everything, and I thought all of that was really relevant and inspirational to me as a student as well.
Yeah, I thought it was really inspiring and kind of motivating for me to do like well at university and hopefully get a sort of similar job, because I found it quite interesting.
Have you enjoyed this project?
Yeah, I've enjoyed working as a team. We all have different strengths and weaknesses, so we work really well and we can work in our own time, which has been fun.